What is up, guys? Today we're going to be on part 3 of our little tutorial thing going on. I had a screenshot. The reason I'm splitting it up into parts is so people can find out, the links quicker, instead of having to watch like one 50-minute video and have to skip through. And it makes it easier to manage uploading and things like that. Because rendering a 50-minute video would be a lot more painful than uploading, a few videos over a few days, which is what I've been doing. So in this episode, we're going to be teaching you how to green screen, and we have a command here, which will put our green screen on, and the command will be in the description. And when we use this, the whole world, which is non-skybox, will go green. So yeah, anything non-skybox, I think this is probably part of the skybox. Yep, that was part of the skybox, will basically go green. And let me turn that off quick. And to turn it off, just switch the start and the end around. So put start to 1 and end to 0. And you should be able to toggle them. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you the common problem that most people have when taking a screenshot. So we're going to hit print screen. Let's go to our Photoshop. And let's make a new document. We're just doing in 1080, and a lot of people have the problem where they go to color range, they select it. I always use 101 instead of just 100, and then they remove it, and what they have is a bunch of green. Now you may not see the green yet, but we'll go back into game. We will toggle our view model, and we'll turn the we're just taking a screenshot here. This will be our background for this video right here. And then they have, a layer of green. And this green layer, normally you can't really get rid of it. Some maps, the green will kind of basically, let me show you how it works. Let's come up here. Make this a lot smaller, a lot smaller. The green will kind of be like this, kind of just all over the arm. And let me do that a bit better. It's hard to, let me undo that. Make sure there's no green there. It will be tinted green like this. And, all the knife will be tinted green. All of it will be all tinted green, and people can't get rid of it. So in this episode, we're going to teach you how to get rid of that. And this is the preferred screenshotting method. I use this method because it's a lot easier, and the knives are a lot easier to edit out. So first of all, very simple, you want to have a host timescale bind. So I use bind k, and the command is just bind k host timescale 0.000001, like that. There we go. And when you click that, everything should stop. Your gun should stop moving. If I press any buttons, they won't move until I type in host timescale 1, and then it will all update. Everything will start moving. As you see, that fan probably stopped in the recording. So all we need to do is hit our bind button, come over and type in the green screen command. And then we're going to press print screen. I use print screen. You can use the .tga method, but if you press the print screen button while host timescale 0 is on, it actually won't take the screenshot until you turn host timescale off. So if you're trying to inspect something, it actually won't take a screenshot until the inspect is over. So this green screen method doesn't always work, and we just copy and paste it into our Photoshop, and we open up our console to stop our knife from moving about, because if sometimes you alt-tab without opening up your console, basically your knife will just move around a bunch. So again, we do that, and if you can see here, let's just come over to that corner. They should be lined up almost perfectly. And as you can see, with the green screen method, all of the outside is normally see-through for some strange reason, and they basically turn green, and that's why you get that awful outside. So again, we're just going to turn off our host timescale. We're going to put our knife onto our right hand. We're going to hit host timescale again. Turn on the green screen. Print screen. Open up console. You get the drill. You know what I'm doing here now. Again, close and reopen. Take another screenshot, and we're going to come into Photoshop like so. Easy peasy. So we can close the game now if you want to. I'm just going to keep it open in the background. Easier like that. Let's zoom in a little bit. And of course it looks awful quality because it's only 1080p. If your computer can run in 1080p and you still want to make something look nice, go for it. I like 4K, but of course for viewing and for time's sake, 4K is a little bit harder to do. So we want to come over here and we just want to deselect all these layers apart from this green screen one. Come up to select, color range, and we want to make sure that the knife is black here. Click, and then we're going to come up to this layer and we're going to hit delete. I would say three or four times, because even if you delete everything, what will happen if we put this up to like 100, it won't delete everything, it will delete most of it. And that's just a weird Photoshop thing. Maybe your version of Photoshop doesn't have it, I don't know. So if we unselect the back layer, this is what it will look like. And we can just come up and we can remove the rest of it here. So now we just have the knife. Just out of the knife here. And let me get my hand back. I accidentally just removed my whole hand. So again, just do exactly the same thing over here. Select, color range, 101. Always have 101, because sometimes it won't remove all of the inside, and you'll have sticky outy bits. And nobody likes sticky outy bits, really. I don't. Most people don't. Okay. Again, just hit delete 3 or 4 or so times, because if you zoom in here, we can see that some of these bits have just been opacitized, and if you hit delete a few times, they will be completely removed. So it's just a bug. In older versions, I use quite an old version of Photoshop. Can't be bothered to buy a new version. And when you open it up, it should look like this. And if you do it in the same kind of area, the color will look a lot nicer. So with this method, we can come to our bottom screen here. We can have these 2 knives here. We can edit the knife if we want to, by merging down the 2 knife layers, and maybe coming up to, brightness and contrast and turning them up, making them all look, weird and fancy like some people do. I normally just like to blur the background with Gaussian blur, maybe edit some text, put a lens flare, very simple stuff. Oh wow, a lens flare, there we go, nice and pretty now. So yeah, that's all really. I can teach you about green screen, because green screens are fairly simple if you just use this command here and make it all green. There we are. Turn off the host timescale. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, this works with 90% of maps, apart from cache, actually. And let's load up onto cache and show you. I don't know if they fixed it or not. They may have, but cache used to have this problem where basically all the green screen would actually be black, and that could cause problems sometimes. Yes, there we are. The whole map's completely black instead of coloured. And I know there's a way you can fiddle around with the colours here, to make it all all green instead of black. No idea why this happens though. Could be a bug or something like that. So yeah, if this helped you out, guys, rate, share, comment, all the usual. Trying to be informative, quick. Some people spend ages on these tutorials. I just want to be quick, because I have a ton of people asking me how to do these, and I just thought, instead of just teaching them all individually, I'll just make a video. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed. Rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, Peace. And next episode, we're going to be going over how to take a picture of the Karambit's corner. Even though this is a case hardened, people still want to have their Dopplers and things cornered. So yeah, that will be the next videos. Peace, guys.